Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been absolutely bloody ages and I assure you I have been trying to film, but it's near to impossible with my little one. I don't get a chance basically, so I've kind of made a vow to myself. The next time I need to film, I'm actually going to go and just sit in the car. I don't drive yet, but I'm just going to sit in the car and I'm going to film and I don't care who sees. I just want to take this opportunity firstly to say a big thank you to everybody that has subscribed and liked and commented so far. It's been so good to connect with new people and new faces and to reconnect with old people and old friends. I just feel happy that I'm out there again and I'm doing what I love. So yeah, thank you for watching. It's absolutely bloody freezing. The sun is out and it's shiny, but it's just so cold. I don't know why I said shiny. I think it's because my toddler, he wakes me up in the morning, he's like, "Mama, you're so shiny, you're so pretty." And he's like 2. And this video is a bit impromptu. Because I actually had another video planned. So I'm in Manchester again. I've got the little one with me this time, which is why you can see his little blankie in the back over there. So he's keeping me really busy. So I just about managed to get some time away to film this. I think it's really important for me to focus on issues that I see with my own eyes and things that I see going on around me, because I think it's not really fair to comment on a situation when you aren't an eyewitness to it. I think a few of my videos are going to be about issues that I see within the Pakistani community. Today's video, I'm just going to be talking about the whole idea of gossip within the Pakistani community. So unfortunately something really sad happened this week. The bride whose henna that I went to do on Sunday, her wedding was on Tuesday this week. Today is Friday. It's Friday the 29th of April today. I went to do her henna on Sunday, and after I did her henna, her brother dropped me off home. On Wednesday, we got the news that there had been like a massive car crash just not very far from where we live. There were 5 young lads in the car, Asian boys, Pakistani boys. 2 of them died instantaneously on the spot and 3 were taken into hospital, and one of those lads was critical. Now, I was on Facebook. A post came up that a lot of people were sharing, and it was a girl that shared a picture of her family, and she said, "My brother's in hospital, please pray for him, he's really critical." And I clicked on it and I realised that I knew the name, and then I just put 2 and 2 together and it just hit me. The boy that was in hospital was the boy that had just dropped me off home a couple of days earlier, and unfortunately this young lad, he passed away just yesterday, Thursday. So firstly, I just want to send my condolences and my best wishes and my prayers to all the family and all the friends and everybody that has been affected by this, because it's a really horrible situation. Yeah, among the Pakistani community in Manchester, everybody knows everybody, so everybody's talking about it obviously. Some people aren't going to like me or agree with me for saying the things that I say, but I see so many problems within our community. You know, if I can help in any way, we each have a responsibility, and I'm taking mine. Our area is just like literally near where the crash happened, and Munib, the boy that dropped me off home, and the boy that passed away yesterday, I was actually in the same car and we came on the same route in, you know, which he was to pass away, you know, a few days later. And it's just crazy. That is crazy. The day of the crash, like, some Auntie G came knocking on my mum's door, rushing in the house, telling my mum, because she lived just near where the accident happened, and they were like, "Yeah, oh my god, this accident happened and these 2 boys died and blah blah blah." You know the way Asian Auntie Gs do. They just gossip about everything. They don't care about people's feelings or how something that they say might affect somebody. They just do it. And it's just not nice. It just seems like these people have nothing better to do, and when something like this happens, a tragedy like this happens, they finally got something to talk about or something to do with their lives. And honestly, since I've been here, my mum's house phone has rang so many times. It's just a new person talking about the accident. They don't even know these people, but somehow they have to make themselves feel important, somehow link themselves back to the accident. They just have to link themselves and make themselves more involved and make themselves more important. And I just don't get why are you gossiping about a tragedy? For me, I don't see death as a tragedy, but a lot of people do, and the way in which they died, it wasn't it wasn't the nicest way, was it really? I'm not going to talk about specifics, but I've seen the story be distorted and changed. It's just horrible, because I was in the house of one of the boys that's passed away just a few days ago. I was with his family and his parents, and he was there and his sisters, and they were so excited about this wedding that was happening. And on the night of the wedding, the crash happened. But people are taking this situation in the Pakistani community and making it something to talk about. It's a piece of gossip. For example, one of the boy's sisters, who is on Instagram, I've just been looking at her Instagram just to see like when the funeral will be held, etc, etc, just to pay my respects. But I've seen her follower count shoot up by the thousands just in the past couple of days. Some people will be on there just to see how they're doing and to see when the funeral's going to take place. But I know from my own personal experience of how Pakistani people are, and Pakistani people are nosy mofos, seriously. And I know people like drama. Pakistani people especially, they like drama. They like the next thing to talk about. They like the next thing to gossip about, or the next party or the next event. And her follower count is short, and I just feel like it's these Pakistanis that just want to know or want to have a little nosy into their lives and see how they're coping with their grief. It's something to talk about, and it's just a sickness. It's a proper sickness within our community. For example, I know some people who don't even know the families of these victims, and they're like, oh well, their son's passed away, we need to go to their house right now, we need to go and visit them. And I'm like, no, you don't know them. Give this family space to grieve. Why do they need a stranger who they've never even seen or met before in their life? Why do they need you to come and sit in their front room and just sit there? Why? When they've got grieving to do and they've got arrangements to make. Yeah, some people might want to do it out of the goodness of their hearts, but honestly, I think a lot of it stems down to the fact that people are nosy and they just want to talk about it. They just want something to talk about. Honestly, like, my own family is guilty of this, and I see it. I'm grateful that I've been able to break away from my family and come back as kind of a different person and see everything for what it is. So all I want to say really is that, you know, don't use other people's tragedies or other people's grievances or other people's suffering as your own entertainment, because you have absolutely nothing better to do. Instead of talking about this family and this accident and this boy that died and that one and this one, and making up your own stories about why the accident happened or where and when and who was there, instead of doing that, why don't you sit and pray or meditate and send your prayers and blessings to these people, to these boys that have lost their lives, and to their families that are going to have to deal without them for the rest of their own lives. So yeah, that's once again me getting emotional, just to make us aware of how many problems there are within our own communities. I'm Pakistani and I'm Muslim, and I see people within my own community who spend their days praying and reading holy books and listening to holy lectures, but they are the people that are the most far removed from the truth. They are. And I don't want to judge anyone. I know I've got my own flaws and I'm working on everything that I need to work on, but there are problems within the Pakistani community, huge problems, sicknesses that need to be healed, but people don't want to heal, and that's the problem. I just want to say today that my prayers and my thoughts are with the families of the 3 boys that passed away. Munib Kareem was one of them, Hamza Gujjar was another, and Hamza Jacob Iqbal was the other. I just ask for everybody to pray for their souls to be free, for their souls to be light, for their families. May God give them the strength and the ease to get through this suffering. I hope some good comes out of this horrible situation. But yeah, so anyway, if you like this video, if you agree with my sentiments, if you want to take this further and have a conversation, please get involved. Please do get involved. Please like, comment, subscribe and share. And And yeah, just if there's anything that you'd like me to talk about, please let me know. Thank you so much for all the support so far. Thank you for watching and liking and subscribing and commenting and sharing, and you know, I love everybody. I love you all. I love you. Sure. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to add. A lot of people are like sharing statuses on Facebook talking about this situation and stuff. And how like life is short and death can hit you at any time. And yes, we know that life is short and death can hit us at any time. Death is the only thing that is guaranteed to us from the moment that we are born, is that we are all going to die. But a lot of people are just saying like these 3 young lads that passed away, their lives were cut short so quickly, and how we don't have a lot of time on this earth, and so we must use our time here to prepare for our afterlife. But there's some things that I don't agree with in those sentiments or those statements, because I don't think this life is just to prepare for your afterlife. This life has to be used to do good here and to change the world here and to help humanity, and I honestly believe that's why God has created us. So we must play our roles here. We must not disregard this life at all, because this life is so important. So yeah, I'm just going to leave you with that, and I am going to go and make chips, and I am going to see you very soon. See you later.